Hey, first grade. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and we will be reading chapter 7 and 8 of Ada Twist and the Perilous Pants. Now, if you remember, we left off on chapter 6 with Uncle Ned caught in a tree after using his helium pants. Chapter 7. While you're up there, yelled Ada, do you see any birds? I'm trying to count them. I see a very hungry-looking crow, said Uncle Ned. I don't like the way it's staring at me. Nice birdie. Nope, get off my head. Hey, that tickles. Hee hee. Cut it out. Ha ha. Hee hee. I'm ticklish. Ha ha. Hee hee. Ha ha. Indeed. Uncle Ned was very ticklish. Of all of Rosie's aunts and uncles there were. And once they got laughing, it was hard for them to stop. Uncle Ned tried to swat the bird away, but he was laughing too hard. Ha ha, hee hee. Meanwhile, the kids brainstormed ideas. They often thought up ideas together and helped one another with projects. They spent so much time answering questions that Ada's Aunt Bernice gave them a nickname. She called them the Questionnaires. The Questionnaires thought and thought. I could make a gadget to help steer the helium pants, said Rosie, who was an engineer. But how would we get it to him? I know, said Iggy, who was an architect. We could build a treehouse and climb up to him. Or we could make the Leaning Tower of pizza boxes. Do you have 50 pizza boxes? Ada shook her head. It doesn't matter now, she said. Why not? Asked Iggy. Just look, said Ada. Iggy and Rosie looked up. They saw lots of branches. They saw lots of leaves. They saw a very hungry crow. But they did not see a pair of perilous, puffy pants or a skinny man with a very big mustache. Uncle Ned was gone. Chapter 8. The three kids looked this way and that way. There was no sign of Uncle Ned or his perilous pants. Do you think the crow got him? Asked Iggy. He could be anywhere, asked Rosie. She was worried. Let's think like scientists, said Ada calmly. Let's start with questions. Rosie looked up. What if he went straight into space, she asked. Ada tapped her chin and thought for a moment. I don't think Uncle Ned could get up to space, said Ada. I was reading about gases in my book. Helium is a gas. It follows all the rules of gases. Gas molecules spread out in every direction to fill the space around them. Ada started pointing and making gestures and sound effects. She wanted to tell Rosie and Iggy all the things she had read about gases. The thoughts were crowding her brain and fighting to get out all at once. Then Ada stopped. She was doing the same thing she had done when she had tried to explain her experiment to Arthur. It didn't work so well. Maybe now is the time to try something new. I'll show you, said Ada. Ada took a deep breath, pulled out her notebook. Sometimes it helped her when she sketched in her notebook and explained as she went. Helium is a gas, so it follows all the rules of gases, she said. Gas molecules spread out to fill the space around them, so helium molecules are filling all the space inside the pants. They push the material with enough force to make the pants puffy. Using pictures made explaining things so much easier. Ada's ideas seemed to get in line and come out in the right order. It was working. Rosie and Iggy nodded as she explained, though she still looked confused. Ada continued. While the gas molecules are pushing outward, she said, the air above and around Uncle Ned is also trying to spread out and is pushing on the outside of the pants. So, said Iggy. So, said Ada. The pants are just a balloon. The gas inside of them is trying to expand, but the strength of the balloon and the pressure of the air on the outside of the balloon keeps it from stretching too far. Okay, said Iggy. Then, said Ada, if Uncle Ned goes up, 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 there's less air above him and around him, so there are fewer molecules to push outside the pants. But there is the same amount of pressure from the helium molecules inside the pants. Rosie jumped in. So, the helium pants can expand more because there's more pressure inside the pants than outside the pants, said Rosie. Right, said Ada, who was trying to remember what she had read. So, she said as she chapped on her chin, Uncle Ned's pants will keep expanding. And, asked Rosie, and they will get bigger and bigger and, said Ada. And, Rosie asked nervously. Ada gulped. And what? Asked Rosie. Ada took a deep breath. A worried look crossed her face. What? Asked Rosie. The pressure inside the pants will be much stronger than the pressure outside the pants, said Ada, and they'll pop. Oh no, gasped Rosie. Uncle Ned will fall from space? No, actually, space is 60 miles up, Ada said. His pants would explode way before then. Rosie's eyes got wide. Oh no, said Ada. I'm not explaining it right. I didn't mean to upset you. I just meant that he won't float that far up. But Rosie was upset. She looked at the sky, and a tiny tear welled in the corner of her eye. That's the end of Chapter 8. I know that Ada was trying to be nice and explain it to Rosie, but Rosie got upset. Do you think that you would be upset if you were Rosie? Check back tomorrow for Chapters 9 and 10. Bye, first grade.